Hello and welcome to Tech Break with Mr. C. Three, two, one. Hey everybody, this is probably the fifth recording I'm making of Top 4 Links, week number 5, 9/26. I'm running into some huge issues with Google Chrome today, and it is slow. Well, hopefully we can get through this one. Here we are, first number on the list, number 1, Alpha Tales Read Aloud. It's a great published Google slide with links to the alphabet books, starting with the letter of the alphabet. All you do is click on the book. It will show up in YouTube. It might be best right here for you to do this as a whole in front of your class and not assign this page to your students. And this is the reason why you'll have ads right here. I can skip these ads right now.
Kids Reading Corner.
And there it is, Zach and the Lazy Zebra. All right. So if you project this through your projector on the front of the screen, students can pay attention and listen to the book if you're dealing specifically with that letter that week. I would say this is more of a primary activity, but there you have it. Letters A through Z, Alpha Tales. I got this off the Bitmoji for Educators site. Next up, on my published Google slide, using Google Slides right here. This is a great site from GCF Global. It's a getting started with your presentation, a really neat YouTube video you can watch. You could assign this YouTube video. And then this is what I was using last week with students. It talks about the whole interface. So you can click on any of these plus sign and say, oh yeah, that's right. That's called the slide navigation pane. Instead of saying, oh, that's where all your slides are listed 1 through 5. This right here would be the slide pane. This is where you can view and do your work. These are the two that I really wanted students to know the specific name for. This is the menu toolbar. I used to call it the file menu bar, but it's actually called the menu toolbar. And then under here, this would be the shortcut toolbar. Once you learn, and those students that you teach learn this, you can say, hey, go to the T in the shortcut toolbar to put in a text box. Go to the circle and the square to put in a shape. Once they know these terms, you can then put those terms in the directions whenever you're making an assignment in Google Classroom so that the students can understand. Look, choosing a theme, it goes through everything on this. You could assign this for them to read, to look at, create something. You can do it weekly, monthly, all year. By the end of the year, boom, they're going to have a good knowledge of how to use Google Slide. Next is Flip. Flip is, or was, Flipgrid. They changed the name right here. And here's a specific test flip that I've made for students. Here it is right here. I'm going to quickly go back up here, and I think I can edit this topic on the right. And there it is. You can put your directions here, and maybe I would say draw a flower. And underneath here would say, use the drawing tool to draw a flower. What I would do here, though, is I would click on this record a video, and I might record myself already drawing a flower. And we just want them to copy that. You can also import an image. And I could upload a video. If I had a video handy, I could upload it and put it right in this window to show them. So I could record myself drawing a flower using another whiteboard program so that they could see exactly how it's done. Under here, I try to keep my flips about a minute. And the reason why I do that is if I had like 26 kids, I would need to watch 26 videos. That's 26 minutes that you would have to watch to check for understanding if the students kind of understood what was going on. So be careful on that. Don't give them 3 minutes every single time because you're going to be there all day long. Because listen, we all know kids like to talk. I'm going to put mine at 2 minutes right now, and I go to my settings window. This first over here, I always put a start date and an end date. I always turn on moderate videos and comments. This allows you to preview the video before you post it so other students can watch it. Sometimes you might not want the students to watch anything if you're maybe doing a fluency test or anything like that. So always turn this on. You'll have to go in and then approve it, and it goes in. It kind of just stops and helps you catch the kid that maybe just wants to fool around a little too much. In the response window, I turn all of these off. And this is one of the reasons why I do turn it off. I don't want one student to have 1 like and another student to have 15 in my class. So I turn all this stuff off. so that it kind of stops any issues that might happen in the future. When I click on camera, I only turn this one on called Essentials because we're going to use the drawing tool and the boards here. In my directions, I would say, listen, don't put any text. You can only use the drawing tool and the boards. Don't put any photos, stickers, or frames in. I also make sure I turn this off. Expressions, this is just another area where students can fool around in. Then I don't let sticky notes in this specific topic. I might add a later on. And that's all I do. And I just click on Save Changes, and it goes up there, and it's going to go in. This is what the student's going to see. The directions would be here. Draw a flower. Actually, let me refresh. Maybe that came up. Did I type that in there? Draw a flower. There it is. I would just click on Add a Response. I would tell the students in the directions, and here's my camera. I got 2 minutes. It's right at the top of the screen right there. And when I record, I go here. Well, I want the students to do this. I would give them the directions to click on board and click on whiteboard. Then it splits your screen. I can split this even more if I wanted a larger area. You can put that in the directions too. I'm going to maybe say 1/4, 3/4, and there you have it. So I'm going to close that. Well, to draw, I would click on this button and my draw pane would come up. If I close it, I can't draw. But watch this. In the directions, you'll say you have 2 minutes to draw a flower. After watching another video, please click record and go. When I click record, I am going to start counting down and I can record my flower. I would click on the draw. I would click my thickness maybe to be a 7, and I would go up to red or orangish, and I would start drawing my flower. At any given time, the students can close this pane, stop, but they still have a minute and 40 seconds left. They don't have to do it so fast, and it has to be done in 2 minutes, but what we want to do is don't take more than 2 minutes. That's better way. I'm going to click again. I go back to my draw pane. I'm going to use a real thick marker right now, and notice it's really thick right there. I'm going to go down a little thinner. I'm still recording here. And now every time you draw, notice the draw pane goes away, comes right back. I want to draw again. Draw pane goes away, comes right back. And when I'm done, I'm done. And all you do is click this next button, and then you can watch your video. It's kind of neat. I'll click next again and move on. I also tell them they cannot add music. And then finally, there's the caption. So I would say for them to write specific, Mr. C's drawing. And then when they click post the topic, it's posted. But remember, on that page, we have moderation on, so it will not be posted until you approve it. I just click on post a topic, and there it is. Congratulations, you posted a video. So there you have it. You can have students look at a video, how to draw a flower, and then record a quick flip, and they can take their time doing it. So the last site I'm going to tell you is I do have a page on our BSD Tech Integration Elementary site under Conley called Art with Mr. C. And it's all these drawing videos that we've been collecting over the last couple years. And I've posted them all into one area. I get a lot of these from the Bitmoji for Educators site. And as soon as I get new ones, I keep adding them and adding them. So here's a good one, how to draw September through June. I'll click on it once. I make a copy of that site because it is a Google slide. The students would be able to make their own copy. It would stay in their Google Drive. They'll be able to go back to it at any given time. There's September. Come on. There's slide number 2. A little slow today. Google is a little slow, and there it is. And they would say, okay, click on the flower or how to draw a leaf. And then I would click on the leaf, and there's the YouTube link for that. So there you have it. That's how I would implement a page from my website right here into this flip activity over here. Alrighty, there you have it. The 4 links for the week of September 26th. Remember, on my Bitmoji site, you can email me directly by clicking the email icon, or you could book me directly right now. And when you click on book now, you're going to go to my You Can Book Me site. Choose a time to book some work with your students in your class, or even some one-on-one with you, some professional development on anything you wanted to learn. All right, there you go. Have a good week. Hey, thanks for listening and watching another episode of Tech Break with Mr. C.